Hi, this is Zervoudakis, founder of Holistic Healing Astrology. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to continue on the planets, the personal planets right now, and this is a supplemental video for our astrology class. If you're interested in learning astrology, you could go on holistichealingastrology.com and book the appointment there, and you'll love it. It's a real deal because I made it super cheap. I was advised to not be so inexpensive. However, it's an introductory level. I want people to get turned on by it. We're using Zoom. So let me know if you have any questions. You all know how to reach me, 757-513-7771, or you could email me or go on the website, whatever you'd like to do. So Mars is how we get it. It's physical energy. It's action. It's masculine. And if I didn't say it in the other video, Venus is feminine, okay? It is assertion. It's also aggression. And it has to do with weapons, bullets, knives, all that. That's Mars. Warrior, they use weapons. It defines the ego and propels it into the future. So ego is the sun. Mars makes it happen. It's more forceful, okay? So I'm going to take a peek at my notes here. So some of the key words that I like to use is assertiveness, action, physical energy, the will, like desire, drive. Those are good words for Mars. And it's also what comes first to you. So if you want to look like priorities in your chart, you could find that out by looking at your chart and seeing where Mars is. So you look at your wheel. Oh, by the way, if you don't have an astrology chart and you just want the chart, you don't want a reading, call me up. I'll send it to you through the email, okay? We'll talk about that. So there are a lot of services that I do because I kind of take care of every individual need of the client. It's more custom. But I'm starting now to do more like grocery store type services, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Give some variety for the different types of clients. So it's a capacity to act. It's vitality, actions, passion. They're spontaneous. It's instinctive. It's also hunger, because with all that action, you get hungry. It's funny how things go together, isn't it? It's also impulsive. So I purposefully did not link the planets with the signs because then it would take too long. So I will do that in another video. I'm trying to make these videos in good chunks so it's palatable. So it's also swords, knives, the way I said, fight or flight, influence, cuts, scalpels, sharp, anything sharp, scissors. It's to reproduce, go forward, sexual urges as well, enthusiasm, motivation, pioneering, enterprising, okay, straightforward. It could also be anger, temper, hate, the fighting spirit, courage. That's a good one. It's animal nature. It could be reckless. It's also the trigger of a gun, or the trigger. It activates. It stirs things up. Okay? So it's stamina, it's determination, it's forcefulness, competitiveness, adventure. So people with strong Mars would be either military warriors, they would be well, they could be athletes if there's a lot of force involved in the sport. What else? It's, when Mars goes around the current Mars right now in the celestial skies, hits a planet on your natal chart, that's a trigger. That means something's going to happen. So we're going to, I'm going to do another class on the second level of astrology, where it will probably be the third level, because the second level will be the continuation of natal charts. I could do 10 levels on the natal charts. But if we want to talk about forecasting and how that works, I'm going to do an introduction type to forecasting if you're into that. It's just as complicated, but to me, I think it's amazing because, like I've said in the other videos, and I try to break them down, but the chart is a circle and it's made out of 360 degrees. So each sign has 30 degrees. Each house, if you're using the whole house system, is about 30 degrees. So things are measured in degrees. So you have to look at your planets in your chart to see what are the degrees, those numbers. So see, there's numerology everywhere. But you take those numbers and you keep them on a list, and then when you look at what's going on currently in the sky, if those numbers match or they're close, approaching your numbers on your natal chart, especially if it's Mars, something's going to happen. So what's going to happen? We have to analyze it and see what's being triggered. It's so cool. That's why when I was a youngster, I loved astrology. But that wasn't my career path. You just didn't even do that. You do that, in the closet by yourself. You don't talk about it to anybody because you'd be called all kinds of bad names. But maybe, if it was in the past, I would have been burnt at the stake. So things are getting better. I don't care what you say. So gas went up a little bit. It'll go back down. It's politics. Not talking about that. So I hope you got a good understanding of Mars. Also, Mars could have a shadow side, like anything, and they could be violent people, destroyers or whatever. But you have to look at the chart. Everybody's personal. Everything is personal. And so that's all I have to say about Mars. If you like the video, thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Share the video. Give me a comment. I didn't mention this before on the series, but I have social media. I put a lot of stuff on Instagram and Facebook. It's the same name, Holistic Healing Astrology. And I give little tidbits of information. If you want a reading, psychic, or astrology, give me a call, 757-513-7771. So I will talk to you later, and I'm going to start the next video about the transpersonal planets coming up.